Hey everyone, my name is Sophie from Sophisticated Organization. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today I'm going to be doing a lot of decluttering in my bedroom, some reorganizing, a little refresh. We just moved into this house probably about 4 months ago, so it has some work to do. I feel like the dresser never really was the way that I wanted it to be. I decluttered before we moved here, but when we moved, I was pregnant. Now I'm no longer pregnant. We just had our first baby a few weeks ago. So I feel like being pregnant and experiencing wearing a very limited wardrobe for a long period of time because I didn't buy a bunch of maternity wear makes me realize that I can just kind of do with less. And there's a lot of stuff I didn't miss wearing, but there was of course a lot that I did miss wearing. So I'm gonna hopefully declutter a lot of clothing and again, put in some new organizational systems and do a little refresh. So let's get going. The first area that I wanted to start with is my dresser and going through it, refolding everything and decluttering. And I wanted to start with this task because it is the largest task in all of the bedroom, of course. There's not a ton of other stuff I need to do in the bedroom. I did do my nightstand on Instagram as a part of the Sophisticated Declutter and filmed that and shared it. It's actually saved on a highlight reel if you want to check my Instagram out and get some more decluttering inspiration. I have a bunch of stuff saved in highlights and will continue to share more as the 6 months of the Sophisticated Declutter go on. The way that I like to think about organizing my dresser is from lightweight clothing to heavier weight clothing. So at the top, you have things like bras, underwear, socks, all of those smaller, lighter weight items. Dropping down a little bit more, I have pajamas, and then usually like tops and t-shirts, and then pants. And at the bottom, I have things like sweatshirts. So the first drawer that I'm tackling are all of my sweatshirts. I was actually able to pull one out and declutter it here. And I've never really found a strategy that I love for my sweatshirts. I do pretty much file folding in every single drawer of my dresser, with the exception of sweatshirts. They're so bulky that some of the larger ones, it just doesn't make a ton of sense to file fold them. I have a large dresser, but the drawers aren't super deep. If you have one where the drawers are extremely deep, you could do file folding with your sweatshirts, but for me, it doesn't make a ton of sense. So the thin ones, I do a file fold, and the thick ones, I typically don't. One drawer up here, I have all of my pants and shorts. So I'm going to start by pulling all of those out, as well as my long sleeve workout tops. Those were in the drawer above. It didn't really make sense for me to have them there, but I want to pull those out as well. And I'm actually going to start with those. And you'll see I do have one jacket that still has the tag on it. I shopped the Nordstrom anniversary sale over the summer while I was pregnant. So there were a few things that I couldn't 100% tell if they fit me and if I loved them. So I purchased them and left them with the tags on. Nordstrom is really good about returns. So if I decide I don't like it, I can return it. But little athletic jackets like that, it's not super difficult to get a good fit. I thought it might make sense to put my athletic jackets with my sweatshirts, kind of is that second layer thing. So that's where I started by putting it. But you'll see I do end up moving some things around. So I found a few more athletic jackets in a different drawer and pulled those out. And I did smell one of these. So I made the mistake of having one of my vitamins go through the washing machine. And I think it must have had some sort of fish oil or something in there because the scent of it just got embedded in that little black workout jacket. The pill must have just dissolved right on that specific jacket. And I had washed it so many times and felt like I couldn't get the scent out. And I just wanted to make sure I finally got the scent out, or else I would have gotten rid of it. But it smelled finally okay.
It broke us down in disguise, no need to apologize. But I can help that I miss you now, and I need to reminisce this cause.
Now on to pants. I'm going through and pulling out the jeans that I know I wear all the time and my absolute favorites, and then starting to put together piles of things that I'm thinking I want to declutter, things that I want to actually try on. And then I'm trying to grapple with the fact of whether some of these jeans are still in style or not. I know skinny jeans aren't necessarily the most fashionable type of jeans right now, but I still like them. I like the way they look on me. I'm not sure I can pull off boyfriend jeans or baggier jeans or whatever the look is right now. So I think I'm just going to stick with the skinny jeans that I have and then start to sort through my shorts. Fun fact, I despise wearing shorts. I do actually like wearing athletic shorts in the summer and when it gets really warm out, but any structured jean short or anything like that, I'm really uncomfortable in them. I'm constantly tugging at them. I feel like they're always riding up. I don't think they look good on me, but there are some instances where I do wear them, and there are a couple of pairs that I feel like are finally comfortable for me.
But I can help that I miss you now, and I need to reminisce this cause still at our moments and they keep coming back to me. I can't help that I miss you now.
I'm going to stop recording for a quick second and try everything on and figure out what I want to keep. So here's the situation of what I was able to declutter after trying stuff on. I honestly don't love wearing any sort of structured shorts that much. So I am going to get rid of three pairs of jean shorts in different colors. One like a traditional denim, one's a light wash, and then one is a white pair. So that's 3 pairs there. And then for pants, I am going to get rid of this pair of green pants. I did keep kind of more of an olive pair. I feel like maybe these are still more on trend. Not really sure, but I don't need 2 pairs of green pants. So I'm gonna get rid of one. These pants, I don't really wear anymore. They're kind of fun, but I feel like maybe they're not stylish anymore. And then 1 pair of normal denim jeans that I don't like the cut of them, and I always feel like they're too short. So I never wear them, and because I never wear them, I'm going to get rid of them as well. And then a black pair of jeans. These actually still have the tag on them, which is not good, but because they have the tag on them and they're from Nordstrom is great about returns, I can still return these. So I'm going to return these and then sell, donate, whatever, put these in my declutter pile along with the pile that I've already started. So I need to finish folding up the things that I'm going to keep. Again, because I'm newly postpartum, some of these pants, I'm just going to kind of wait and see how my body fits them. It was definitely interesting trying these things on with being just a few weeks after giving birth. So I'm trying to give myself some time here to fit back into my jeans and fit back into them the way that I want to and the way that I want to look. So I'm going to fold these and then put them back and keep moving through the dresser. Now I feel like I have tons of extra room in this drawer, so I was kind of playing around with what other things should go in here. The drawer above is also basically empty. I know I still have a few things on the ground, but I have my swimsuits in there, so I decided to pull all of the swimsuits out and go through those, and I'll try and figure out how I want to organize the rest of the dresser as I continue to go on. My favorite tip for organizing swimsuits, especially two-piece swimsuits, is using these little bags that I have from Amazon. I will link them in the description box below if you're interested in them, but they are the best way I've found to keep all of my swimsuits super organized. And I know I have a fair amount of swimsuits. Living in Nebraska now, it's not like I'm going swimming all the time, but we do like to travel, and my parents have a place in California with a pool that we're at all the time, and I often go stay with them, especially now that I'm working from home. The past couple of years, we have spent a few weeks at a time with them, or a month even at a time. So it's nice to have a few swimsuit options, but I probably have more than I need. I decided I'm going to get rid of these 4 swimsuits, which feels like a lot. I might actually bring them to California and leave them at my parents' house if they're okay with that, and use those there, and then keep the other ones here for anytime I might go swimming here or take them on a different vacation. The bottom drawer on the other side, I have all of my athletic bottoms. So I have my athletic shorts, I have leggings and tights and other things like that. So I'm starting with all of my athletic shorts. I have a couple of pairs of Lululemon black shorts that I have been holding on to, which feels really silly because they're way too small on me. And now, especially after being pregnant and going through all of those changes with my body, I'm definitely less confident in my body. So I'm thinking that even when I was at my fittest, they still felt too short. So I'm just going to get rid of them and not worry about them. With my leggings, I have that first row organized by color. They're all the different colorful and pattern leggings that I have. And then the next row is my leggings that are all black. And then the next row after that are more like sweatpant or unique type pants that are still kind of athletic. The next drawer up, I had my workout tops, sports bras, and then regular t-shirts. I didn't pull all of these out. I know exactly what's in here, especially the last few years working from home and just wearing athletic clothing and comfortable clothing all the time. This is like where my wardrobe is and what I wear at home a lot. So I know these items and knew pretty much what I wanted to pull out and what I wasn't loving.
And be next to you beneath the stars. Give me one more chance, my love.
By pulling a few things out, I was able to add my long sleeve workout tops there, so now I have them all together in one spot, which makes a lot more sense to me. My sports bras, I also pulled out a few more pairs. Again, my body has gone through some changes here as well, and there are a few that are just less supportive, not as comfortable, and probably more fashion forward as opposed to functional bras. So I decided that's not what I'm interested in anymore, and I wanted to get rid of those few.
Make you happy, be the best I can be. Oh, 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 oh. I'll do everything for you.
the next drawer up, I have my pajamas, and I pulled out a few pairs of pajamas that I did find myself wearing quite often while I was pregnant, just because they were really comfortable. But I also have some pajamas that are really comfortable, but also higher quality, a lot cuter, I think, and fit me better. The pairs that I pulled out are too short on me. They're like kind of uncomfortable because the pants don't fully go to the ground and the sleeves don't go all the way to my wrist. So that to me is another reason to declutter something, is that it's uncomfortable. And even though I wear it often, I would rather get rid of it and just stick to the pairs that I'm more comfortable in, because I really don't need that many pairs of pajamas. We wash our clothing pretty regularly, so it's okay for me to continue to wear the same pair of pajamas over and over and over again. I don't need a bunch. I don't know who I'm trying to impress. But if I do want another pair of pajamas that are the higher quality ones that I feel like fit me better, the pajamas from Nordstrom, they do go on sale during the Nordstrom sale over the summer. But their pajamas, and I again will link these in the description box below, are my favorite. They're so soft, so comfortable, and I really like the long pants as well as their nightgowns. So if I do choose to get more pajamas, those are definitely the types that I'm going to get and choose to invest in.
I'm not a knight in shining armor, and I'm sure as hell not a savior when you need me to be. I'm not that flare of light you see when it gets dark. I'm not a knight in shining armor, and I'm sure as hell not a savior when you need me to be. I'm not that flare of light you see when it gets dark. I can't climb no mountains for you, my love. I can't climb no mountains or swim in cold water.
If you see me continuously checking my phone, that's because I have our baby monitor on my phone and was listening for baby Owen to see if he needed me or anything. He was in his bassinet, and I just wanted to make sure that he was doing okay. He makes a lot of sounds while he sleeps, so I want to make sure that he's still asleep while he's making those sounds and doesn't need me. The far side of my pajamas, you'll see I'm not going through that. That is kind of more like lingerie type stuff. So I use the same strategy to organize that using the little organza bags that I use for my swimsuits. So if you have that type of clothing, you can use that to organize it the same way. And I was able to clear out so much room on the bottom drawer with my athletic clothing that I did decide to then move my athletic jackets over to the drawer with all of my bottoms. All of this rearranging really reiterates one of my main points about the steps of organizing, is that decluttering should always come first. Don't get too involved in the actual nitty-gritties of organizing before you've fully decluttered, because you want to know what you own first before you choose to organize it, especially before you go out and purchase products to organize things. You might find that you don't actually need those organizers that you've purchased, or you just have less stuff in general and your needs change as you continue to refine, in this case, your clothing collection. As I mentioned on the top, I have my underwear on the far left. Then I have 2 drawers of bras and my fuzzy socks. I also put in one of these drawers. And then the far right drawer, I have all of my socks. So I now have a new category of bras, and I have nursing bras. So I have to kind of rearrange things a little bit and figure out how to organize those and where to put them. And then also have the added thing of I'm not wearing my other bras as much anymore, and I'm looking for things that are more functional, and found a bra that I could get rid of.
No, I can't find you. New to me, the way that you're moving so differently. Now this is all I want. So if you make a move, I promise I'll be there too. Ooh, give me time and place.
That declutter pile I am so proud of myself for. So I stacked it all together, and here is the final shot of everything I was able to declutter. And let's take a look at what the dresser looks like and all of the organized drawers before I move on to my next organizing project.
Give me time and
If you're new here, or if you're wondering what that unit is in the corner of my bedroom, that's actually where we keep all of our dirty laundry. Now, it's a pretty large unit and probably not necessary for us to have everything divided the way that it's divided, but we have the space. It works really well for us. But Jim and I have just known which laundry baskets have which type of clothing in them, and I've never taken the time to label them. Actually a few people have left comments before asking why I haven't labeled these, and we both just, again, know what goes where. But I think it is a nice little touch to add some labels onto these bins, and sometimes it is helpful to have that little reminder, because every now and then one of us will toss something in the wrong bin. But again, the system works really well for us. I love pre-sorting our laundry, and you can kind of do this with any cabinet that you find, and especially ones that have adjustable pegs, and nobody will even know that all of your dirty laundry is behind those doors. Since I was refreshing and decluttering and organizing the bedroom, I took this opportunity to wash our sheets and make our bed as well. So I got those sheets out of the dryer and started making our bed.
give me a time and
Making the bed is such an important thing to me. It starts my day off the right way. I have a very minimal morning routine, but making the bed is an absolute must for me. Usually before Jim leaves for work, he'll kind of do that base layer, and I'll be the one to throw on the throw pillows, so we kind of tag team it a little bit. But when the bed is unmade, it just feels like the whole space is an absolute mess, and it doesn't take that long, especially when you haven't washed the sheets or anything. You just have to kind of pull them up, fluff them a little bit, and get those throw pillows back on, but it makes such a major difference. So let me know if you're like me and you have to make your bed every single morning, or if you're the type of person that maybe feels like you're just going to hop back in it in a few hours, so you don't feel like it's as big of a deal if you don't get to it.
No one else can see you like I do. All you ever do is say how far you wanna go. Baby, I can tell it's just for show. Every line designed to let
The bed is all made now. I just need to stock our little 3-tier cart that we use for all of the supplies for baby Owen in the middle of the night to change his diaper and stuff. And then I think I'm good to go.
Gonna be rejected. Just say you're in love, 'cause so am I.
I'm feeling so much better getting all of that stuff out of my dresser. That's a pretty decent sized pile. So I'm proud of myself for letting go of some things, making more space in my home and in my dresser. I am going to continue doing decluttering all throughout my house. Make sure you guys are following me on Instagram if you want to participate in the 6-month declutter and declutter along with me. I'm not only sharing videos on YouTube decluttering, but a lot on Instagram in my posts and in my stories decluttering along with you guys, hopefully holding you accountable and inspiring you as well. If you liked today's video, I'd appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I post a new video and you can see all of the other decluttering content. And until next time, I will see you guys later.